Okay. Says that we are streaming, so probably like I don't know where the chat thing went. It's gone. Okay. See how this is going. Okay, that's like super quiet. Okay, we'll just keep that there. Okay. I pause that. I don't know who'd be watching this right now. I don't know if I should. Let's just open this up. I am not inebriated right now, but I will be. Yeah. Hello. Let me just go get my inebriation ready. Well, that's still got some stuff in it. Meow. Okay. Let's start the frickin' yap session. Because we all know that that's what I actually come here to do. Yap first, Minecraft later. Yeah. Might turn off the light. And it might turn off the TV. It's a distraction. Okay. Got myself some hot tea, warm tea, lukewarm. And here we go. Yep. Let that go to my head. Turbulence. Hello. So, last time we saw each other was on Halloween. The chests are not Christmas chests. Today is December 27th. You guys missed me all of Sagittarius season. Last time you saw me was Scorpio season, and it was great. Sagittarius season has come and has gone. Welcome to Capricorn season, and I gotta say, it's going a lot better than I thought it was going to. I guess I've had some judgments about Capricorns that I need to let go. So let's do that. Capricorns can be very happy, very joyful. It's a cardinal sign after all. Aries, Cancer, doing their thing, just doing it all the time. Will Ferrell, cool Cancer. A lot of cool Aries. Eric Andre, cool Capricorns. Scott is Minecraft. Yep, seems like a lot of people that just be doing their own thing. I guess it's just because Capricorns are the sign that is the most noted for depression. And I've struggled with depression in the past. So I was like, oh no, Capricorn season's gonna come and I'm gonna get sad. But why did I believe that I was gonna take the negative thing when I could vibrate with the positive thing, which is the joyful energy that comes with just doing your thing. Anyway, I started yapping about horoscopes. A lot has changed again, accepting more of who I am and allowing myself to be what it is that I feel called to be. Feeling happier because of it, and experiencing a lot more joy and a lot more kindness in the world, a lot more success. Like it's weird. Like I feel like I quote unquote work less and less, yet I still am always doing something and helping somebody. And even though the actual quote unquote work that I do, which is just to like keep doing stuff but not necessarily getting paid for it, just doing it because it's what I feel called to do, and somehow the money just keeps on coming in, just through ways that are not linear, if that makes sense. Like they don't come directly from the things that I do, but it continues to come, which is how karma works. You know, a lot of people don't realize that when they're dealing with karma. You know, they think that if they've, like, you ever notice somebody will do bad things and then they'll get in trouble or get like some kind of bad thing happen to them, but because they didn't get in trouble for the specific bad thing that they did, they feel like they've skirted or cheated karma because whatever they got in trouble for didn't necessarily have to do with them in the way that they thought, you know. But that's not how it works. When you do the bad things happen, and it's not going to be directly related to the thing that you do. You know, you could steal someone's candy, you know, and like you're expecting, oh, he's going to steal stuff from me, or someone might steal my candy or something of equal value. But no, maybe somebody steals your time, you know, something different or unrelated to that. Somebody who takes more of you than you'd like to give, even though you continue to give anyway. Not the same kind of stealing, but it's a form nonetheless. Yapping again. Alright. Why am I here? Who are you? Hello. To the person who is speaking and listening to this right now. Welcome to Minecraft World again. Just hours and hours of episodes of me just jumping around this freaking house, but I've watched a lot of stuff like that on YouTube before, and it's entertaining nonetheless. So, it's weird, like I feel like so much stuff has changed in my life and things are going so incredibly well, yet at the same time, I also feel like I've got nothing to talk about. So maybe I don't have to. Maybe I should just focus on what's right in front of me. Quest book time. Let's go. It's weird. I just felt like doing this randomly. That's why I haven't done it in so long. Haven't had the desire to hop on here in a while or make any of these. And then suddenly, like a couple of hours ago, I was just like, I want to do this right now. I need to do this. And so I wanted to come here and get in here and talk. I was going through some turbulence this morning. You know, when you're trying to get yourself to the point where you can be happy all the time, you experience a lot of like consistent fits of like positive emotion for a while, and then you go back into it. Positive emotion, and then we have a habit of like being like, oh, if I'm not feeling the positive moment thing right now, I must be doing something wrong and I need to change what I'm doing, etc. But if you're already doing that, it can be really confusing, because then you're like, I'm doing the thing that I know that I should be doing, you know, like, do I need to stop doing this? Do I need to give up? And then the voice inside of you is like, no, you shouldn't give up. It's like, well, you're still what you're doing comes from the heart, then once you get there, now the real questions come up. If you are doing something you don't want to do and you know that you shouldn't do it, and you're feeling bad about that, that's different. But if you're, for say, like helping a person, and maybe the energy required is more than you were initially comfortable giving, does that mean that it's now time to stop giving? Well, then you start to ask yourself, well, why am I giving to this person in the first place? Did this person, like, did I give them license to ask me for help? So if you ever said to that person, hey, call upon me to help you in these situations, you've just given that person license to do so. But if someone's asking for your help, do you have the ability to help them? Question number one. And at least that's how it is for me. I guess what I'm differentiating at, or what I'm getting at, without getting too much into detail, is you know the difference between a right and a wrong thing. You do. You may say that you don't understand it, but like deep down, you do. Because anything that's wrong, you have to justify. And anything that's right has no need of justification. If you say, I helped an old woman cross the street, nobody is going to question whether or not that was like something that one should or should not do. If it's an old woman and she needs help, then help her cross the street. She might not want to ask for help, but if you help her, that's nice. You know, it's a good thing. But if you're doing something and then the reason that you have or what you're doing, if it needs any kind of like, I'm doing this thing because of this, like suddenly, like even when it comes to the old woman situation, if you're like, I want to help this old lady because I think that she needs help and all this, that, and the other, like, okay, now you're getting into like, I'm hoping that you're following along here. I know that I'm being a little bit loose with my words. Whatever it is that you're doing, if it aligns with love, actual love, you're going to know, you're going to feel it. And if it doesn't align with love, it's going to make you feel a little weird. And if you're confused about the which, because this is where some people say, well, like, well, what if I define something as love that's something that's not love? You know, I'm hoping that you're keeping up. I think that you can. Sorry. I would just talk, but I have conversations with people and they constantly ask me, like, I need you to clarify what it is that you're saying. And so I don't think that I should expect it in my head. So I'm trying to follow along outside of myself, pretending like I don't immediately know about this information. Could I get there? And what I'm trying to use to explain are concepts, but the concepts that are universal differ in form, and sometimes people will confuse different forms of one another even though they have the same basis. Like life, for example. Great example, racism. You know, some people will confuse the forms of these individuals, but regardless of who the form is, whether they're white or black or Spanish or Asian, it doesn't matter. On the inside, there is a living soul, I guess, that is separate from the flesh of the being. And that something has a universal quality with all of the things. That's how you can look into someone's eyes and like you can feel them. You know what I mean? How you can feel vibes and feelings when you're interacting with people in your physical body. It's because we do have these energies that communicate with each other on a form that's beyond the physical. And that's not that hard of a concept to grasp when you consider things like radio. You know, we've just got songs and information and files and stuff inside of literally the ether. we've managed to put things into the ether and be able to like connect them universally using technology. Like, we don't use that word because it sounds mystical, so we just say the cloud or the internet to describe this sort of like actually pretty crazy idea that there's like a vague wavelength around us all the time transmitting physical information that can change one's whole existence. Like, entire movies, books, information exist in this ether. So why the hell couldn't our consciousness also exist on that ether too? In fact, it does. I can't see how many viewers I have and any of that, but I guess it doesn't matter. Guess I should elaborate on that. You don't die immediately upon losing a limb. Clarification. A lot of people believe that they are their body and that their physical existence is them and that they exist somewhere inside of this thing. That's not the case. This thing is more like your mech or your little spirit pet that you get to attach yourself to and experience something with in the physical reality. But it's not actually you. When you come out of it, it's not going to have been you. It'll have just been like, it's like when you're driving a car, you know, and you use this car for years and you use it up and it's great and it's a very enjoyable experience and you've got lots of memories there, but at the end of the day, you are not your car. When you come out of it, you know, when you come out of it, you're actually the person and you're here and you got these lies, but when you're in the car, you're a driver. You know, you become one of the drivers and you having your own driver experience and the things that you've learned and the way that you are on the road and on the highway. That's a whole nother form of existence, and it's a whole nother ecosystem of where there are different dangers, you know, and different types of existing, like a very fast-paced motion-like existence. And, you know, there are unique situations that happen in this new bubble of like living that's different. Like, people, when you run into a person, you know, it can hurt a little bit. Maybe you can break something or whatever, bruise. If you run into a car, with your car, there's gasoline involved, and there's sparks, and there's things, and there's speed, and there's inertia, and all these things that make it so that the consequences of interacting in certain ways can be a lot more extreme. You know, so you learn to live differently. But when you step outside the car, that world goes away when you're not crossing a street, you know, and it's not you, and it was never actually you. It was just an aspect of your experience. That is the same thing with your bodies and your life here on Earth. When you get out of the car, you know, like, you go on and you do something else. And eventually you won't have your car anymore. You'll move on to another car. Same way that you will with bodies. When you leave this body, you know, you'll go on to another form of existence or maybe another body. You know, that's just the whole reincarnation thing. And that stuff is definitely real, but it has a point. You keep doing it until you no longer feel like you need to do it anymore. And so if you're here doing the reincarnation loop thing, it's because that your soul feels like you need it. If you really didn't need it, to any of the people out there that may be experiencing suicidal thoughts, which I have before in my past, if you really didn't need to be here, you just wouldn't be. Your life would die, it would come to a close, etc. You would die. So if you are still here, It's because you truly, deep down, do actually want to be here, and there's something that you feel like you need to do and experience while you're here. Now, whatever that is up to you on the inside. The loving you, the you that's really in charge, I guess. Man. All right, 20 minutes of yapping. Cool. Man, do I ever come in here and do anything? Do I want to do anything? Let's ask that before I get caught in this loop of feeling like I'm lazy or whatever. Do I actually want to do something here today? It would be cool. It would be really cool if I did something. I could feel imaginary accomplishment, but it's okay. It's not for me. I'm doing this for you. Okay, let's see. Do I want to finish this tree farm? I don't know. I think I was completing quests in the quest book. Hello. That's cool. Look at him go. This machine's doing its thing. I could dig out this whole like tunnel pit. I've been wanting to do that for a while. Oh yeah, dude, I was making a quarry. Oh my goodness. How could I forget? I think I've forgotten that for like months. Definitely have. We go underground, aperture size. Oh, dude, I was really excited about that idea when I thought about it. And it's pretty cool now when I think about it. So I think I'm gonna do that. I made corner 1, 2, and 3. Now I need to make 3 quarries, I believe. Unless, of course, I've already done. Okay. Don't see any quarries in there. No quarries. Perhaps I left them down there. Maybe I did. Maybe I didn't. I guess we'll find out. Won't we? Did I go underground? Sure as doesn't look like it. If I did, I mean, I could have done it over here. That'd be pretty cool. What am I looking at? Oh. I just went above the ground? I didn't even go underground. I didn't. Okay, I guess that's what I'm gonna have to do. Ugh. Get away. Oh. Should probably make 3 quarries then. What did I come here? I came here to charge my jetpack. Got lost in the sauce, man. So what? Jeez. Dude, random vulnerability topic. There's this underlying fear that I've been working at, and I'm getting closer and closer to having, or I've been doing the work to process it. It's something to work at, because although there is no form and everything is as it truly is, and it really is just taking one single step, like in terms of the enlightenment area and then being where you're at. Like, we make it into this big giant mountain that we have to climb that takes us a really, really long time. For us to get through ourselves, to get us to the point where we do it. But truly, it is just a matter of stepping off the edge. Like, we've made it so that the edge is at the end of this, or at the top of this super huge mountain or whatever, when in reality, the edge is right in front of us, and it just takes like one single leap. But there is a lot more going on with us than we initially perceive, because we've done a lot of work to forget ourselves and who we are, so that we don't have to truly experience it fully. Yet at the same time, simultaneously, it is where we want to go. So we work ourselves there over time. And we are in this changing experience because we are wanting to work it out through time. So you can't necessarily, but like, you aren't going to necessarily work through it instantly and just get there without having to come back for certain periods of time, because in order to stay across the line, you have to be fully accepting of it, if that makes sense. Like, because we are truly actually very powerful on the inside. It's like you start to fall down the edge, but if you weren't actually really ready and you still have that fear holding on to, you will like inevitably find yourself back at the edge. Like, you never actually fall in fully because you don't allow yourself to. Only when you're truly, truly ready will you actually fall in, because you won't stop yourself. And that's what's getting in the way. You have to get yourself to the point where you no longer will ever try to stop yourself, because you actually truly realize that it is where you want to go. You have to actually realize it. That's the same thing with, like, if you're changing your behavior because someone wants you to, you don't actually believe that what your behavior is right. You're just changing it for the sake of something else, to get something, which means it's not actually how you really feel. You still got the other stuff inside of you. You have to, in order to truly actually be the good person that's doing the thing, you have to fully agree with what you're doing. You need to believe it. You have to believe it. If you don't, then it's not going to work. So it's a process. It's basically, that's what the whole thing I was using to explain this is. It's a process. So I'm getting to the places where I'm more happy than normal, and I go through these turbulent states of like, just like random fits of like, you should feel bad. Actually, if good things are happening to you, it means that you're gonna suffer even more. That just means when it all comes crashing down, that's gonna hurt all the more. You shouldn't have tried so hard. Like, it's crazy. It's freaking goober ego voice. That's what the ego is. Speaking of which, brief ego discussion. When your ego is not real, right? You have an internal guidance system that is God within you, your Holy Spirit. You're waiting, you know right from wrong, you know what the right thing is. But you don't realize that you are not the flesh you. And the flesh you is what creates the ego thoughts. And the ego thoughts are always bad. They're always bad. They're never good. But the ego is an excellent servant. It will do everything that you tell it to do, because you are the master. Ego is the body, your little pet. It's here, and it will honor you, because truly it does want to do what you tell it to do. It's basically like a servant, and it'll serve you. But if you start to let your servant lead the way, it will destroy itself. And not you, just itself, meaning your body. So like, you'll come out of it just fine, but your body will destroy itself. You'll die if you allow your ego to control the way. That's just how it works, Die from your vices or die from another way. try again with a new body until you get it. Um, but you have to take the show. You have to control and tell your body what to do, because the ego's gonna come up with all these excuses, and the ego has a number one alibi. It has the one thing that it can control over you is the ego, and the body makes the physical feelings. And so when the ego is scared or lazy or doesn't want to do something, if you're like, I want to talk to those people, but I'm nervous or I'm scared or whatever, like that is the ego using, like, nervousness and fear, that's an actual physical feeling and it sucks. Um, that's what the ego does. The ego says, you shouldn't talk to those people. You're not worth it, or they won't accept you, or it's weird, it's awkward, or whatever. Like, it's gonna tell you that. And it's like, in case you don't believe me, here's evidence to back up what I'm saying. And it presses the pain button that gives you more pain and suffering. And that's its way of controlling you. But you can ignore that, and you can do the things anyway, and you can go past it. But you'd have to be willing to be with the pain and accept it instead of run away from it. You know. And then when you do that, the ego must obey. And then after you command the ego to do good things for long enough, the ego disappears. Because it feels like it's no longer useful. Because it's not. Oh, I fell down the pit. Anyway, I just yapped for another 10 minutes. Very good. 30 minutes left to dig a pit. I could do this for as long as I want. I don't have to care. But what I'm going to do. I need to envision this. What do I want? I need to see this. Okay, I need to know how low the ground goes because I want this to be beneath the dirt. Oh, I wanted this to be beneath the water. That's what I want. I need this to be below the water. I don't want any freaking river coming in here. Hell no. That's corner one. Yo. What the hell am I doing? It's gotta be low. Oh my goodness. If I just didn't do that. Oh, right. I was saying that I was gonna make like a gigantic glass area around here. Why the fuck would I do that? That sounds awful. What the hell? No, it doesn't. Freaking ego voice yelling at me. Ah! Anyway. Freaking, you ever seen that meme of, it's got Mo when he kicks Mo out of the bar? It's just himself. It's like the ego. Ego trying to kick itself out. But it's just me. Goober. Okay. If I did this, it would connect all this. It would make it pretty easily able to see. But it would be like a gigantic big block under here. I don't know if I want that. What if I just want it to be... What do I want? Let's think about it. F1. I don't want it to be that big. I think I just made it too big. Maybe I think I just want it underneath this house. I want it to go down like a big tube, and then I can stretch it out however I want. Yeah, I like that. I like that. Okay. Ooh, I can make two. Yeah, that sounds a lot cooler. And if I made like a tiny one down here, rectangle. Oh yeah, rectangle. The ship is supposed to look like this. Oh, dude. That could be like the booster, and it blows Okay, so what I'll do, I'll go straight down from here. I'll go back there and I'll make a quarry that goes down in here. Kind of like a rectangle. That'd be pretty cool. Okay. So how deep do I want it to go? Straight down, right? Right, oh right, but I want it to be, I could just go like literally like one layer underneath. Oh, but I don't want it to destroy this, so I could go beneath this. Whatever's below here. I don't think I have anything underneath this, so if I just, yeah. So underneath this would be, so I'll have it build it like right here. Why not? This is Y level 58. So wherever my foot is, I'm gonna be at Y level 58. Okay, cool. So I'm gonna reset these positions and make ourselves a nice little border thing. 58. Okay. Take corner 3. Put it over here. Oh yeah. Life could be dream. Life could be dream. Shooby doop boop boop shop hoop. Life could be a dream. If I could take you up on paradise from above. If I could show you you're the only one that I love. Life could be a dream. Sweetheart, hello, hello again. Alright. Singing songs because we are joyful and loving. We love songs. We just want to have fun all day. 34. 58. My goodness. Alright, here we go. Oh my goodness. Okay, this is cool. I like this. assortment of ingredients here. Ay. Right, I was talking about that thing. Wasn't I? How did I get on that? Dude, I think I was running from the topic of memory. Yeah. It's like, interesting. One of the teachings that I've been learning is that, one of the best ways to acquire peace in the mind is to, like, literally, ooh, it needs to be lower than that, doesn't it? Does it go on top or does it go below? Pretty sure it goes on top. I don't know how many it goes on top though. I should probably make one like this. Bam. Okay, now I can control how hard that goes. One, two, three, four. I like how I go completely silent as soon as I start talking about it. Talk about everything else for forever. not allow it to enter your mind. Okay, I just need to admit to the thing because I'm scared of it. I'm scared of forgetting things. And I feel like I forget them a lot. It bothers me. 53. Here we go. And I just trust the process that I remember what I need to. And I always do when I need to. I do always remember. But I forget vain things, if that makes sense, which I guess shouldn't matter. But silly little things that are like, hey, this is a memory of a time that we had with each other doing this. And I'm like, yeah, you bet. No, I don't. You know. But when it comes time for the important things, I never forget those. You know, I'll forget what I'm doing the next day or what I did today, any of that stuff, and it just disappears. But suddenly, when I do need it, it will come to be if something valuable came out of it. But the little details in between get lost in the sauce, I guess. Like, I'll remember a really important quote, but like who said it or why they said it is, you know, I could replace the quote in my mind with some like vague character that didn't say it, but my memory would have me believe that they did, and so it feels like real. I'm like, okay, I come to find out something completely different said it. Or where I'm at, or what I'm doing, or what I was talking about, or why. But it's never like impacted me in any way other than vanity. So I can't help but feel as though like it's not that big of a deal. You know what I mean? I feel that way. Because it's been fine. Like, so what if I don't remember an episode of your favorite TV show? Like, fucking matter. What if I don't remember who said it or why they said it? Even just let it go. And you know, forgetting things in a conversation, sometimes it feels good to forget what you were gonna say. Just release it, let it go. It's all right. Not knowing if you knew something or if you heard it, you know, like, you know, oh, I want to figure out my own way home. I should know this by now. I've done this so many times. It's like, it's fine. Just let it go. Let it go. It's all right. If you really need it, it will come back to you. That's just how it is. All right. So I can make this wire cord pretty close to here. So I think that's what I'm going to do. I am tired of not having this on me. Is this broken? By golly, it is. That is fine. Alright. Shebang. Where is it at? The wire's right here? Cool. Coming from the side. You can come in from this side. Yes! Okay, how far did it go? How far did it go? Okay, yeah. I'm glad I did it, because it would have went the other way. So that means it's... whatever. I don't care. 8 chunks. Let's go. all the wires. All the ones that go from that core to this one. It's gonna be some weird. Already at the 51 minutes mark, but who cares? It's my stream. I can be as long as I want it to be. Would you like guys like to spend some more time with me? Inventory organize. Oh my goodness. I have one of these. Shazam. What is all this stuff? Why do I have it? Okay, I know that I want these. I know I want that. I want that. I don't care about this. Gotta empty that inventory, man. Ooh, I can put some of these away. Bam. Okay, cool. Alright, torches. Yes, I do. Okay, let's try it this way then. Okay. Just don't let them drop things. Alright, fine. Just the way it's gonna have to be. There's that. Oh boy. Well, I suppose I should just get on with fixing this then. I'm guessing this all came from this same place. Ah! Okay, I didn't know what it was for. It was for this. what's the point in holding on to the memories anyway? You can't have them when you go either. Remembering is different from knowing, by the way. In case that was not clear. You'll know your experiences, but you don't remember them. If that makes sense. Kind of like looking at the past, looking at pictures of the past, like, you know, not realizing that it was you. It's kind of like how when you look at this world, when I look at these pipes, past Jaden made these pipes. But I don't remember what I was thinking about when I made these pipes. I don't. And it's not that big of a deal. My life continues on without the memories of what I was doing or what I was listening to or what I was talking about at the time. But I know that I placed these pipes. I know that I did that. And the value that it served helped me and the whole operation for a long time. And will still continue to help me. And in the future, when I come back on this world again, I might not remember what I talked about when I placed these pipes again. And that's okay. It's the same way that it is with you in your life and the way that you are now. You'll know your life, but you won't remember it. That's okay. And it won't be that big of a deal when it happens. It's only a big deal now because you think that you are the memories. Right now, I think that I am this experience, but I'm not. I am not this Minecraft character. I'm not even this flesh, not this body. But I am experiencing it, and I am doing stuff, and I will know what was done. And I'll be happy about it. Like how I'm gonna be when I hook this up right now. It'd be great if it powered from the side. Shazam. Shabam. Shabam. Bam. 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 Okay, don't connect that just yet. Bam. 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 Okay. I want this to go up like this. Very straightforward system, you see. Okay. When I power this on, the race begins to clear out enough space for all these new items that I'm about to start coming in. Alright, here we go. Shazam. Shazam! Look at her go! Look at her go! She's going out there. She's going. She's breaking all these blocks. It's going to town. Whoa! This is cool. She's transforming. Terraforming. I'll let you terraform me anything, mommy. You do be doing that. Yo, look at it go. So cool. Okay, we're supposed to be doing a thing, but we were appreciating beauty, and that was good. Whoa, hey. Let it move on, as you yourself will move on as well. Oh boy. Not enough space up here. But do we have enough space up here? Hell no. Okay. Need to empty my inventory real quick. Get another empty box. For this one. Okay. I know where pipes go. Shazam, Shazam, Shazam. I know that I want those. Okay, now ready to keep all that on me. Shabam, shabam, shabam. Okay. I don't know what this is, but I need to organize these frickin' chests. It wouldn't take that long. It wouldn't take that long, but it would help synchronize everything. Oh, better organization will make more space, Goober. Okay. Need to do it then. Where is the stuff? Oh, I wanted to make like a freaking farm at something. What am I looking for? Sign? Just make a sign! Damn it. Ah. Runs outside the window, being funny. Okay, I'm gonna need more of these anyway. I'll just start doing. Okay, let's put a sign on here. Do I have a sign locating on any of these things? I don't. I don't have anything. Okay. Hell no. Ugly ass sign. Diamond blocks will probably be a bit unnecessary. I can do iron blocks then. Frickin' goob! Mm. Yo! Yo! Okay. Okay, we're getting somewhere. We're getting somewhere. Okay, how many of these am I gonna Is it really no carpenter's sign? Really? Nothing? I feel like that's silly. But what if it can just be illegal? Or it can just be a sign. You know, here, I'll just search this. Oh. Make a battle sign. Carpenter's blocks. You are the goat. Okay, let's do it. Doing this. Oh yeah. Yeah. What do I even want it to be? I want it to be silver. 54, 6, 70. I'll make 8 of them. Still going to town. Stuff in my inventory. Clear it out. Goodness. Yo, this is gas. The hell? What is this? Ah! The Oh, I've been gotten. I sure have been gotten. Oh, wow. No, that's funny. That's funny. That's very funny. Yeah. Well, that's great. That is, in fact, an iron sign. It is. It really, really is. Okay. Okay. Cool. D. Great. Alright, anyway. Enough of that. Guess I'll just frickin' do this. ton of these. Okay. Okay. Well. Oh my goodness. It's starting. Ah! This is great. This is really cool. Dude, I've got access to my nether area now. What? Oh boy. So we're getting to those chests. The ladder is gonna go away. That's alright. Cool. Look at that. Stuff's happening. this chest, I will use, obviously, a diamond. What the fuck? What can I put in here? Gonna use the Google for this. Not the Google, the net. No chat. Okay. So if I... Oh jeez. Right click with empty hand. What do you mean? It's not. It says you can also do it through pipes. Works, but it's funny. It's very funny. There's actually no way. Personally, I find that a little bit offensive. I'm an adult. Look at another freaking picture. How do you use them? Ah! You have to sneak and right click with an empty hand. Alright. That's okay. I am okay with that. Yes, I am. Cool. Anyway. Oh, there's a chest for the wooden things. There we go. Cool. I like this. I like where this is going. What's happening? Oh. Is it having a hard time or no? Oh. Let's go. Now I'm in the pit. Oh, let's go. Let's get moving. Yeah? Yeah, we gonna do this? Okay. The quarry isn't working. Okay, I don't know why it's not working, but I guess we'll find out. Oh my goodness. Okay. There we go. Oh my goodness. Oh my goodness. should find out why that's happening, but what the? You were trying to charge that? It's doing this just fine, so I don't see why it would be able to power the quarry. All the windows are going. I'm gonna unplug it and plug it back in, see what happens. It seems to have just stalled, just like completely. Very odd. Okay. I guess I'll have to figure this out later. It's not wanting to do its thing, so I'll call it quits this time. Love y'all. Hope you got what you needed. I'll see you next time, whenever that may be.